Now, I want to take it from the beginning, okay? You and DC. You guys met... You guys met on the set of Wild N Out.
Yeah, we met. We didn't meet on set of Wild N Out, but we met during like the filming time of Wild N Out in the lobby of a hotel.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So that was the first.
Yeah.
Okay, but when did you guys actually start dating and getting cool and, you know, it moving to a certain type of level?
We started dating, I think right after the show wrapped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I flew back to California, he flew back to Atlanta, and then I think I flew to Atlanta like the next week or 2 weeks later.
So during that season, was that his rookie year?
Yeah, that was his rookie
Okay,
year.
so that was his rookie season.
Yeah.
And was that your first time on
It was
Wild
my
N Out?
second season.
Your second. And
Yeah.
you were what they call a Wild N Out girl.
Yes.
And that's like, what, the eye candy of the show?
Yeah, we come out, say, oh, let's hear it for the Black Squad, let's hear it for the Red Squad, blah, blah, blah.
And
Look
sometimes
fun,
they
laugh.
implement you guys in some of the skits and
some
stuff
of
like
the
that
games
too.
and stuff, yeah.
Right. So you guys got cool during the season, but then turned it up after the season.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Now, my question to you is you guys have a child now.
We do.
How long were you guys in a relationship for before the actual
I think we were together for
birth
about
of the
2 years.
2-year
Yeah.
relationship?
I think so, yeah. No, about a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
I got you. Now, when it comes to being with DC, was it love at first sight?
No. Not at all. No, I liked his swag. So when I first met DC, I was just coming into the hotel lobby. It was 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, and he was with Emmanuel Hudson, which a lot of you guys know who he is. He's also on Wild N Out. And they were sitting in the lobby. I think they were eating or something like that of the hotel that we all stayed at. And I was with my best friend. So she's like, oh, there's Emmanuel. Let's go say hi. So went to go say hi to Emmanuel, and I see this guy sitting next to him being super antisocial and looking mean. And I just, in my head, I thought it was Emmanuel's brother. Like, I was like, oh, that's his brother. He's probably coming to
He does have
watch.
brother.
He does have a brother. I know
Yeah.
that clearly afterwards, but I just assumed, like, oh, that's probably his brother. He's probably just coming to watch the show. So I was just, like, peeping game, like, watching him, and I just thought, I just liked him. You know, it was like, I just knew, like, oh, he just got a little swag about him. So when I went upstairs to the hotel with my girlfriend, I was like, oh, Emmanuel's brother is so cute. And she's like, where did you see Emmanuel's brother? I was like, downstairs. She's like, that girl, that's DC. He does Vine or something like that. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
he was
okay.
popping off of Vine.
Yeah, I think it was like Vine era.
So not love at first sight, but
No, it was like, I liked him.
it was like, okay.
I was vibing with him. Well, I was vibing with him. It wasn't reciprocated.
Are
He
you
was
guys,
mean.
does that happen a lot, or if at all, like where cast members in the Wild N Out girls get into relationships and find love, or are you guys the only ones?
You know, I ain't no snitch, so I don't know who be hooking up with who. I
can
can't
imagine.
think of people, there's attractive females and there's, you know, attractive guys, funny guys. Girls love funny guys, you know, so, you know, I'm sure there's the mingling, but I can't
Mingling,
think
flirting, chemistry out there.
Yeah, but I can't think of relationships stemming from being on
So
TV
to
all night.
date, you guys are probably the only major relationship that people know of in the public eye from the Wild N Out
That I
teams.
can think of right now.
Yeah.
I can't think of. I know we got the first Wild N Out baby.
First Wild N Out baby.
Yes.
Facts. Now, how surprising was that for you? Because I know you were doing modeling,
Yeah.
right, before this. And I didn't ask your age, but does having a child, was that for you, as having a modeling career, and this is your second season Wild N Out, and blah, 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 was that the right time for you to have a child?
Oh, yeah. I think it was the perfect time.
Really?
You know? Yeah, I think it was. I was kind of like just lost a little bit. Like, okay, I'm going to an audition. I'm not booking this. Or, you know, just I was in LA. I was probably going to parties and stuff like that. And, you know, I just felt like it was perfect timing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even with your modeling career and stuff like, because I
Yeah.
know weight and your body, and that's huge to a model.
Yeah. Not to me. You know, I was excited. I felt so blessed to be able to have a baby. I didn't think about how my body was going to change or putting anything on hold. I was prepared for another chapter of my life. So it came at the perfect timing.
Now, how did your family take on to DC Young Fly?
My family loves him. He is just crazy, and he's super respectful. He's from Atlanta, so, they're super, ma'am, sir, or pops, is what he calls my dad. So, yeah, they love him. They think he's crazy as hell,
When it comes to having, this is your first child.
Yeah.
Who did you cling on to for advice or help? Like, who was part of that support system for you with something like this?
So I have my big cousin. She has like 1 million kids, so I knew I could ask her any questions I had. And then I also had 2 girlfriends who were pregnant at the same time as me, and our babies were due like literally around the same exact time. So we came to each other for questions, answers. Were you feeling like this? Did this happen to you? Those kind of things.
What about your actual, like, your immediate family, like parents, so on and so forth?
See, I grew up with just my dad, so I had like single father type of thing, and he can't really answer any questions about being pregnant. So
I see.
Yeah, I didn't ask anybody really in my immediate family besides my big cousin.
Did you take your social media following and platforms on this journey with you, with having the baby and that whole thing?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's, as I mentioned before, I started my YouTube while I was still pregnant.
Okay.
So, I feel like that's why a lot of people can relate to me, and, they feel like they're, a part of my family, kind of like my YouTube family, because they watch me being pregnant and going through my pregnancy and having the baby and being in the hospital, delivering the baby, So we're kind of all going through it together. So, yeah, they came on the journey with me.
And how was the pregnancy and everything?
My pregnancy was perfect, thank you, God. I didn't have no symptoms. It was just beautiful.
I know, too, that after a child is born, some mothers may experience postpartum depression and so on and so forth. Any of those for you?
No, I didn't have any weird emotions after my baby was born, aside from feeling overjoyed. I think I had one day, and that's when I had restarted taking my birth control pills. So my hormones were just like, and so I was just like kind of sad. Like I felt like crying for no reason. But, I think my hormones were just all over the place. But other than that, I've never felt disconnected from my baby. I've never felt sad. I've never felt, I looked in the mirror like, damn, I need to lose some damn weight because my stomach looking crazy. But, it happens. You have a baby.
And that was my next question to you, was what models and women will call the snapback.
Right.
What was that like for you? How was that journey, that part of, after having a baby for you?
So I had my baby in October, right before Halloween. So it was like the candy food season. So I had just told myself, okay, I'm going to give myself January 1st is when I'm really going to start. But I actually started the week before January 1st. Because I always tell myself, start before you're ready. So I started the week before New Year, so I was already on a roll, I was in the gym, and I wasn't too pressed about it. I was excited that I just had my baby. It's a holiday season. I'm eating all of the foods, didn't care, And then I was breastfeeding too, and breastfeeding helps you lose weight, so yeah. But then my weight started going back up, so I was like, okay. Time to wrap the holiday seasons up. I gotta get my body back right.
Did you have a personal trainer or anything like that?
Yeah, I have an online trainer, which is so much easier because I'm always at home with the baby. So it's nice to have her just send me my plans, send me the workout, and I could do home workouts, or she sends me gym workouts. So that made it way more convenient for me.
Now that was around January.
Right.
We're now in June, July area. So it's been about 6 months. Are you where you want to be physically with your body? And
I'm aware I want to be in terms of my weight. I had given myself a goal weight. I wanted to be back to my pre-pregnancy weight, which I definitely got to my pre-pregnancy weight. So shout out to my trainer for helping me achieve that goal. So now I just want to tone up. I want to be like super tight, and I want abs, and it just sucks because I see girls don't really have to go work out. They just go get surgery and stuff. And I'm over here like, fuck, I'm trying to do it naturally. Shit.
I see.
Yeah. In competition with those girls.
Now, My question to you is, how long have you and DC been together at this point for?
We've been together for 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Yes. Which is kind of a long time in today's world if you think about it,
Yeah.
because, I mean, in 2017, so many people are just dating or spending the night with each other. It's a lot of inconsistencies.
Right, not even dating, just spending the night.
It's a lot of inconsistencies with relationships.
Yeah,
It's a lot of texting and
I agree.
sexting and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. I mean, 2.5 years, and today, and maybe back then was like 5 or 10 years now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm used to it. I've only had like 3 boyfriends in my life, and I've been with them all for a long time. So I'm not used to just dating different guys, you know. I'm used to being with the same person for a long time until they fuck up. So it's not anything that's rare to me, but I do know what you're saying. You know, with this day and age, it's so easy for people to just flip-flop.
Yeah, flip-flop. There you go.
Yeah.
Any wedding talk? Any marriage talk?
No marriage talk yet. We're just, you know, if it's not broke, we ain't gonna fix it.
I see.
We're fine, we're chilling, we're both young, just enjoying ourselves, enjoying our baby, our little family, you know. Every day, getting to know each other more. You know, we live together now, so that's just a whole nother thing. You find out new things about a person when you live with them. Yeah.
Now, before we end this segment, I want to ask you a couple things. First, and this is in terms of advice, just being together with somebody for 2.5 years, that's quite a long time to somebody like me in today's times, but
Right.
Any advice on, you know, just keeping a relationship going and having a good relationship and that sort of thing? And
I think communication, I know it sounds really cliche, but just communicate with each other. I think getting things off of your chest, you know, in a nice, calm way. You don't have to always be confrontational with the person, but letting a person know how you feel about something so they don't carry on doing it for the next 3, 4, 5 months, years later on down the line. Like, I never even knew you cared this deeply about this type of thing. You leaving the toilet seat up, or that's so small, but you know, like whatever it is, I think communication. I think one thing that I do is that I keep things in my back pocket. You know, if I'm irritated about something, but the mood is good, the vibe is good, we're not arguing or anything like that, I'm not just going to be like, well, something just irritated me, so I'm gonna fuck up the mood. You know, I just keep it in my back pocket until, you know, the time is right. You pick your battles. You know, you don't always have to jump off at something just because you see it. And sometimes you just need to lay back and just watch how things play out too, you know?